Hi, it's me, Kyle. And here's a little disclaimer. I'm the one that does the editing for the audio and the YouTube bits. And like an idiot, I saved the names for the episodes wrong. So this is actually Trivia and Talking Points 2. The one that I released a couple of weeks ago is actually Trivia and Talking Points 3. This is all due to me being stupid and not naming the files correctly. So yeah, that's just a little disclaimer. So it might sound a bit weird, the stuff we refer to. So yeah, I'm very sorry about this, and be free to shout at me on the Instagram or the Twitter, or however you want to contact me. Feel free to shout at me, and my bad. So here's your regularly scheduled episode.
Hi guys, welcome to Trip Around the Multiverse with your hosts CY Chung and
Kyle Charles.
did you almost forget your name?
No, I don't know. I just wanted to do something weird.
Or just for drama,
just for drama.
Like Howard Finkel, just call out their names extra long. Okay, so in this episode we are doing Trivia and Talking Points, another one episode of that.
Sequel.
Where we ask each other questions and then have little mini discussions in between about the answers.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl. So, do you want to ask the first question or shall I? By the way, we just mentioned the stakes are whoever wins by X amount of points chooses films for both of us to watch up to 4.
Yeah.
So good, bad, whatever, right?
Yeah, good, bad, some in between. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not of Jason Takes Manhattan situation.
Oh, well.
Because that film's great.
We'll see what we got listed. No promises. No
promises. All right. Did I go first last time or did you?
I
think
but if you want,
I go. I don't mind. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. First question in this trivia episode is wrestling. Who was the first IWGP Intercontinental Champion? Remember this belt?
Yep. The belt that looked like a copper penny, right?
Yep, in 2011.
MVP.
Damn it!
Yeah.
How did you?
He won the tournament, right? Who was in the? I know La Sombra was in that tournament, right?
Yeah, the first person who he actually fought it's hilarious when I look back at it now. Was actually the god himself.
Vin Diesel?
No. The wrestling god who isn't
JBL.
No, Randy Orton's Japanese brother.
I'm sorry, I don't know this one.
Okada. He's Randy Orton's Japanese brother.
Okay, I don't know how you get from there to there, but fair enough.
Because they're basically the same person, but one's Japanese. But yeah. Yeah, so in the tournament, it was MVP versus Okada. Josh Daniels.
What was it? Pre-Rainmaker Okada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Finished when he came back from his excursion.
But, all right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh Daniels, have no idea who he is. Tetsuya Naito, Dan Maff, don't know who he is. Toriano Iano, Hideo Satoya, don't know who that is it? Yeah. And Yujiro Takahashi, before he was the Tokyo Pimp.
Okay. Yeah. But they've done good with that title, though. When Nakamura took it over, and he brought it to
Revenant C.
Yeah. Well, he brought it to like the highest secondary title you could possibly have, to the point where it's almost equal level to the world heavyweight title.
Yeah.
The world heavyweight title is only slightly more because they basically have the biggest guys go for it.
Yeah.
But the Intercontinental title in Japan, at least their version, they do have their world title challengers swap back and forth between those title ranks. Yeah. And then they have the lower tier challengers come up as well. So it's a good up and coming title, as well as when people are at the tail end of the career or need a break from the world title scene,
Yeah.
It's not a downgrade for them to win this title.
No, that's why they went right with it.
Yeah.
Did you know Shinsuke Nakamura's longest reign with his title was 313 days?
Yeah. I saw that. I was like,
that's nuts.
That's good on him.
Yeah.
For having a lot, like establishing the tier of the title at that point.
Yeah. Just
and then he didn't even have it. Yeah, he didn't even lose it on his way out. I mean,
no, he just gave it up.
yeah, but not out of arrogance. They're like, what? Respect to this guy. He's done good with the title.
Yeah,
he's made it good. We'll let him leave on his own terms, and he doesn't need to, lie down, get pinned, pass it on. He's done enough for it.
He's like a combined days of 901 days.
Yeah,
with reigns. Wow.
Yeah, pretty solid. Okay, I've got a question here.
Wow, okay.
Another wrestling one.
Oh no. Yeah.
Who has the longest reign with the WCW/WWE US title?
Who has the longest reign? I want to say I have two answers.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with my head instead of my heart this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was Booker T.
No. Who was your other answer?
Chris Benoit.
No. But I'm including the WCW version of this title, yeah?
Yeah, because they both had it, like both versions. Yeah. That's why I thought.
Oh, no. The longest single reign, not combined total reign.
Oh.
Longest single reign. As in, from one point to another, not including multiple reigns of the title. Just
so is this between from the end of WCW?
No. From the beginning of when WCW had it,
yeah,
all the way to WWE.
Yeah.
Who had it for the longest amount of days in one go?
Oh, all right.
That's what
I mean. And I'm pretty sure they've spoke about this, and I want to say it's the same answer for the last question you just asked me. I think it's not. It can't be MVP. I think he might have had the longest in the WWE era.
Right.
Bloody hell, John. Oh, is it Dean Ambrose?
No. But I can see why you would think that.
Because of his year-long reign where he defended like once.
Well, I think about 5 times in the space of almost a year.
Yeah.
No. But I can see why you would think that because it's the most recent one.
Yeah.
Lex Luger had it for 523 days from May 1989 to October 1990. Yeah, and that's just one. That's just basically one of his title reigns lasted that long. But side note here, right?
Yeah. This
is not one of the points questions that we're going to do.
Yeah.
But, do you know how many people have had the shortest title reigns? Like,
what of the US title?
Yeah. I mean, can you name me people that have had it less than one day or less?
I think Jeff Hardy was one of them.
No, you're thinking of the no, not the US title, not the US title.
Yeah, because he lost the Shins. No, that's Intercontinental, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it US? Because Shinsuke's been both, right?
Yeah. But Shinsuke had it for 2 days, I think. He had it for 2. One off Rusev, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And then R-Truth won it off him 2 days later.
Yeah.
But some people have had it for like 1 day. 1 day or less. Actually, one person's had it for 5 minutes.
No, that was the end of the title. I have no idea.
So Stunning Steve Austin in WCW, had it for about 5 minutes.
Oh wow!
So I think Ricky Steamboat was injured and he was feuding with him at one point.
Yeah.
So then they awarded the title to Steve Austin and gave him a match with Hacksaw Jim Duggan right off, and Jim Duggan beat him in 5 minutes, which would never happen. Like when you think about it logically, later on, it's like Stone Cold Steve Austin, the level he's at, never get pinned in 5 minutes like that.
Because that's when Hacksaw came back from WWE to WCW in it straight away, and they gave him that title shot. If I remember correctly,
Probably something like that. You know how USA Jim Duggan was about.
Yeah.
So Ravens had it for one day. Goldberg, Benoit, Terry Funk one day.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit nuts when you think about it, but hey.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Very interesting. Didn't know none of that. Bloody hell. Okay. This second one is a comic one, and it's quite lengthy.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you. You can name as many as you can. It's fine.
Right.
Correctly, anyway. Okay. Who was the roster of the original giant-size X-Men?
Oh, okay. How many am I supposed to name?
All right. Let me count how many there is.
Well, no. Give me a limit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you say 5 of the 7 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll define how many I've written down, and I'll give you like how many.
All right. Okay.
Right. If you can get 6 out of the 13.
Oh, that's all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's half the roster, right?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, let
Right, if you can get.
Let me give you the 7. Give me 7.
Alright, give you
Get 7 of the 13. Yeah, I'll just take it tip over. Not because I'm confident. I'm like, you know what? Might as well go over half if we're going to get close to half.
I was gonna say 10, but go for half.
Okay, so Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like between Warpath and Thunderbird because they're basically the same guy.
Yeah, basically the same guy.
But I was like Thunderbird.
But, yeah.
Are we counting Cyclops as part of the old or new? Because he was in that group.
Yeah, he's part of it. So we're classing him as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler.
Yep.
Wolverine.
Yep.
Banshee.
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the rest. Archangel. No.
You're close.
That's all that's come to my head.
Well, you got 7 anyway.
Yeah.
But the others you was missing was Marvel Girl.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh, no. I thought, okay, here's what I thought. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Right. But I thought, you know when they went to the Krakatoa Island?
Yeah.
I thought you meant the group that went over there to rescue
no, I meant like after that, in general, they all became
Right, gotcha.
family.
Gotcha.
Oh, so yeah.
So I just missed the 5 original X-Men.
Yeah, apart from Beast, because he left the X-Men at this point to join the Avengers because he's a traitor.
Yeah.
I hate Beast so much.
Fair enough.
He's actually like my least favorite X-Man.
Yeah, but it's funny. I believe so. Later on in the X-Men, I never read this, but so okay. The beginning of this is the original X-Men went to Krakatoa Island or whatever.
Yeah,
is it called Krakatoa? And because they were searching for mutants to bolster the team members, except that the entire physical island is actually a mutant.
Yeah,
and he trapped them. And Cyclops managed to get out somehow.
Yeah,
and then Professor X and Cyclops recruited the other team members, which would be the team in Giant Size X-Men.
Yeah,
but didn't Professor X have an original team that he sent over the first time with Vulcan?
With Vulcan, Darwin, someone called Synthesis, and someone else, and they get murdered.
What was that storyline called? Was it Deadly Genesis, or am I thinking?
Yeah, Deadly Genesis. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. My bookshelf.
And Vulcan basically got sent into space afterwards.
Something weird like that.
Did you read it? I thought you collected it.
Yeah, I've got it, but I haven't read it in years.
Okay.
I can't remember if he just disappears and pretends he dies and then decides to come back and get revenge.
Yeah.
Or if after this, that's when he goes to space and becomes like Emperor of the Shi'ar and all that insanity.
Yeah, I did like the idea of the actual island being a mutant when they were looking for it. So it was like, it reminded me of Mogo in Green Lantern, where the actual planet is Green Lantern.
You're like, oh, that's cool.
Did you ever read that story that Alan Moore wrote?
No.
I think I can't remember the exact title of it, but it was something about hunting Mogo.
Yeah.
So this bounty hunter goes to try and hunt this Green Lantern called Mogo.
Yeah.
Goes on this planet, and he's waiting for the guy
for years and years. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long, but then the planet starts like terrorizing him with typhoons and heat and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he basically has enough of it, and he goes, you know what? Forget this. I ain't bothered no more. And he flies off.
Yeah.
And then when he looks back, he can see the band of the Green Lantern around the planet with the symbol.
Oh, and he's like,
and it's like, oh, that entire planet was the Green Lantern all along. It's like, okay, but how come you didn't see it on your way there?
Yeah, it's kind of backwards,
yeah.
like,
he's coming towards me. I'll just rotate my back to him so he doesn't see the Green Lantern symbol. But if he did that, kind of, it ruined the mystique.
It ruined the mystique of it. Yeah. It'd be kind of like if in the beginning of Planet of the Apes, where if you saw the island, the Statue of Liberty, it'll kind of take away from that reveal at the end, didn't it? Be like, oh. Yeah. We knew this already, so why did we make a film?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you a movie-based question.
Okie dokie, karaoke.
Tell me which character said this line, okay?
Ooh, okay.
So, never rub another man's rhubarb.
Wait, what?
I know you've seen this film. That's the thing. I know you've seen it.
Right,
I don't know how you forget this line. Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Is it a comedy film?
No, it's a comic book film.
Oh! Crap. I swear I saw this the other day as well, because I could remember, I could picture me seeing it on the TV and laughing, but I can't remember what was on the TV.
All right, do you want to come back to that question then? Because if you've got it on the fringes, it's not like you don't know, but you've got like.
Touch him, rhubarb.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
All right, we'll come back.
Okay. Let me just put an X by that question so I remember to come back to it. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
All right. This is also technically movie and a wrestling question. Well, TV/wrestling question.
Okay.
All right. What was Dave Bautista's first acting role?
Wrong Side of Town with Rob Van Dam, right?
No.
Oh, geez.
He had a small part in season 6 of Smallville.
Oh yes.
Odor.
I don't think it was so. It's not like so small that it was negligible. Not like it was an extra. He actually did. He was a Phantom Zone villain, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which also Kane was as well.
Yeah,
if I remember.
Yeah, it was in the same season.
The thing is, logically for them, they had to get people that are about the size of Tom Welling. So I guess,
or make him look small compared to him. Yeah.
Because Tom Welling's built like not. I want to say an athletic guy.
Yeah.
Right? But like Batista and Kane, they're bulky guys.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're gonna make the guy playing Superman look kind of
small to you.
In trouble,
Yeah, he looks country strong rather than, like you're saying, like a man chiseled out of whatever.
Yeah. That's fair enough, actually. Yeah. I mean, it's not as if he didn't do much in it.
No.
Yeah. Not to say as well, I forgot, because once you told me else, I was like, oh yeah.
Dude, researching it, I had to check because I thought it was Wrong Side of Town as well. So I Wikipedia, and it was like, his first role was blah, blah, blah. So then I backed it up by looking at IMDb. I was like, oh yeah. And I remember seeing this and making a big deal about it as well. So
you sound like a robot.
Yeah. I sound like a robot.
A couple of seconds ago, you sounded like probably your mic, but you sounded like a robot. You sound like, so in Superman 3, where the lady started converting into the machine, that's what you sounded like.
Yeah. I think that it happens. It might be in the connection when a bit weird.
Okay. But maybe it'll just on my end, because maybe it'll be clear when you put this up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. So let me ask you, what is the name of the Sonic the Hedgehog character Tails? Like, full name.
Oh, Miles Tails Powers. Miles per hours. That's his name.
Yeah, so yeah.
Of course I know that. Dude, I'm a Sonic mark. I know all that stuff.
Do you know why, though? Why he was called Miles per hour?
because of Sonic's speed and all that rubbish, and they thought it'd be funny to make his name miles per hour.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
When I was reading this, I was like, "What is so bad?" But the thing is,
It's clever.
that it's Japanese. It came from the Japanese. I'm like, okay, I can respect that pun.
Yeah, you're like,
and the Americans wanted to name him Tails because they're like, he's got two tails, of course.
yeah,
And they didn't think miles per hour the pun. I think they probably thought it'd be so bad that it's grown worthy.
yeah.
I just think it's so bad actually it's good. So they compromise Miles, Tails, per hour. But Tails in the middle of it kind of messes up the pun.
Yeah, but you can see where it's... So it sort of helped in a way. Like you said, if an American person came up with that, everyone would be like, really? And I reckon that character would have been like dead on arrival. But because it's Japanese, there's some like charming humor to it. It's like, oh yeah, we understand what they were trying to do. Bless them. You know what I mean? Oh, Tails, he's great. Have you seen the Sonic movie?
Wait, the new one?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
It's bloody great. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out at some point. It was like one of those movies that was there, and I wasn't not interested in it, but not.
Yeah.
It was just like it's there. Maybe I'll get around to it at some point.
Like it's gonna be here. 2020. What can go wrong?
Yeah.
And then Bob's your uncle.
I think the original trailer.
Yeah, the original trailer.
Yeah,
even
but when
I
they fixed the CG, and he looked better. But then how do you see? I think my problem was how do you integrate a cartoon character into the real world like that? But we'll see how they execute because they did the same with Detective. They did the same with the Pokemon film.
Yeah,
but then in that world, there's loads of anthropomorphic characters.
Yeah, so you can sort
of the animals of that world, technically.
Yeah, but
so
Sonic,
I'll have to see how Sonic would work
in his world. Okay, so it's me, innit?
Yep.
Okay. This is a video game question. I repeat, video game question. Okay, what is the best-selling console of all time?
It's got to be the PlayStation 1, right? The PSX.
No! It's PS2.
Whoa!
Yep. Give me a second, I'll give you how many they sold.
What are the stats? I want to see how far...
It's like, if I'm correct, I'm going to double check this. It's like 114 million consoles.
PlayStation 2, yeah?
Yeah.
How much did the PlayStation 1 sell?
Wait, give me a sec. All right. All right. No, sorry, I was way off. It's the PlayStation 2 worldwide sold 155 million consoles. Okay. PlayStation 1 or the PSX sold 102.49 million consoles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's quite a jump.
Yeah. Huge.
Oh, man.
So.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, I guess they piggybacked slightly off the reputation of PlayStation 1 earned.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And they came out a good year or two before the original Xbox and the GameCube, so they already had that advantage, really, because it came out in 2000.
Yeah, between all the companies that were going to be working for PlayStation, and all the reputation it built in that meantime, because to be fair, Sony kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In the console market, I can see why the PlayStation 2 would have sold all that much. That's crazy when you think about it.
It's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I can admit, I have I have 3 PlayStation 2s in my house.
Wait, do you have the slim versions?
Yeah, I have the brick, the first one.
Yeah.
Then I've got a slim.
Yeah.
And I've got a pink slim as well. Don't ask.
Okay. I would like to ask, but if you're telling me not, then
to be fair. No, like basically this is when it was discontinued and it went dirt cheap. and my mum wanted one because it was pink, so I bought it for her.
Oh, your mum wanted a PlayStation. Okay, fair enough.
Just because it was pink, she wanted to buy it. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Here we go. And I had to use it a couple of times because my Slim, that one didn't have the fan.
Oh yeah.
Overheated, so I had to use the pink one.
Oh,
at
excellent.
Some points.
Yeah, but I like how you're like so secure of your manliness. You're like, I don't care. I'll just play a pink PlayStation.
Yeah. To be fair, I took the controller. I was using the pink controller. I was like,
excellent stuff.
you got to go all in,
Yeah. Well, don't care what other people think.
Yeah, man.
Excellent move. Excellent alpha move there.
Exactly. I owned it, girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question, but I'll let you choose.
Okay.
The number.
All right.
And then you can choose the person as well.
Okay.
That's in coordination with this number. So.
All right.
You can't choose the youngest or the oldest. Okay.
Okay.
You can't choose who you think is the youngest or the oldest, but.
All right.
All the Bond actors, right?
Yep.
So who do you think?
Yeah.
From youngest to oldest.
Yeah.
Choose a number between that and who you think that Bond actor is that number.
Okay.
When they started being Bond, but you can't choose the youngest or the oldest. So, for example, if you chose, I wanted number 3, but the third youngest Bond.
Yeah.
Then you tell me who that is.
Okay. How many Bond actors is there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6
so far. From 2020, we're gonna say.
Oh, there's only been 6. Why do I think there's been more? I was gonna say like 11.
Oh, there were, but I'm counting official kind of.
Yeah. Okay. 2.
So you're the second youngest Bond. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, second youngest Bond. I want to say when they started being Bond.
Yeah, when they started being Bond, that's correct.
All right. I want to say Daniel Craig.
No.
Ain't it?
No. Okay.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'll give you the from youngest to oldest.
Okay.
George Lazenby was played Bond when he was 30. Connery.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why. See, Connery played Bond when he was 32. So I was like, oh, I thought
Connery was older
when he was younger. But
okay.
Daniel Craig was 38, so he was the third youngest Bond.
Okay.
Timothy Dalton was 41. Pierce Brosnan was 42, and Roger Moore was 46.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I didn't think, for some reason I thought Connery was 29. That's why I was like young, but it was pretty obvious that Moore was the oldest.
Yeah. That's what like a well-known fact. Yeah. I didn't know Lazenby was the youngest.
Yeah. That was what got me as well. Did you ever watch that Her Majesty's Secret Service?
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times.
So at the beginning, where he rescues the lady, and then he said something about this never happened to the other fella, and we're like, so is he meta referencing Sean Connery? Because there's no one else that you can kind of be referencing, but aren't you meant to be the same character?
Yeah.
It make no sense. Should have just left it.
That's mind-boggling. You think about it, like, wait.
You just pretended he was the same guy, and just because Roger Moore went to that character, the female character that dies in Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah.
His wife, when he marries at the end.
Yeah.
Roger Moore goes to her grave at the beginning of one of the Bond films. I can't remember which one it was. Yeah. One of the later Bond films, and it's like, so you are supposed to be the same character, right?
Yeah.
Or from Connery to Lazenby to Moore, but whatever.
Whatever, innit?
And then I think to Dalton as well, because the guy who plays Felix Leiter, in one of the Roger Moore films, is also Felix Leiter in one of the Timmy Dalton films.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
like they never gave you any thought that okay, maybe James Bond's just a code name, so it could be different people.
Yeah,
you're like led to believe it's the same guy.
Yeah, except that exactly. Well, it's like one of those things like the Dragon Ball Z movies. They're in their own continuity, except they kind of start referencing other stuff, and you're like, right, I can believe a block of this guy's films, played by this particular actor, are in their own continuity. But when you start referencing other characters, and when other characters, like when Judi Dench was in the Pierce Brosnan films,
Yeah.
I think she was in the Daniel Craig films. You're like, right, I guess she's not the same character. She's playing the same character, but not the same version of the character.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a bit whack and weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, she's a good actress, so not like, and she played, she really was that part, but
yeah,
it's a bit awkward when you're like, right, I guess this is a whole new alternate universe Bond where people just have to look like other people but they're not then. Whatever.
Well, that's threw me off. Okay, next question is also a movie/comic question. Who played Froggy Nelson in the 2002 Daredevil movie? Sorry, 2003 Daredevil.
Yeah, John Favs.
Yeah, you got it, yeah. Another person who's played 2 roles in the Marvel Universe.
Well, technically, I'd say that Daredevil... Yeah, okay, fair enough, but that Daredevil wasn't part of
that universe, yeah. Because you got him, Chris Evans has played 2 separate comic book characters.
Yep.
What's his face? That sounded so like British. Idris Elba, who played Houndel and the Deacon dude from Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Spirit of Vengeance, right? That wacky film right there.
There's more, isn't there?
Yeah.
Was it Ray Stevens?
Yes, the Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher and what's the dude? The dude from I can't remember his character in 4.
But what else was he in? Who?
He's in 4.
Which one? Which guy? The fat
Warrior 3. Yeah, I used to know his name.
Yeah.
Got in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it! As well, I've forgotten as well.
It's there. It's there.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the woman who's one of the Kree in Captain Marvel, sorry, and she's in the Internals.
Gemma Chan.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird though, because she's actually in, like, comparatively to everyone else we've listed, they're in Marvel productions that weren't part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
But she is legit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but playing another character.
Yeah.
That's different from the character she played, unless they're going to cover her face with makeup or something like that. I mean, you couldn't really see it as her, so
yeah,
I guess
sort of get around her,
unless they put prosthetics on her or something that's going to change her up. I guess if you remove the makeup, you wouldn't immediately think, okay, that guy's that guy. I mean, that the lady is that lady. That's fair enough.
And I think there's a few more.
Well, there's Mahershala Ali.
Ali, yeah.
How do you pronounce his name?
Mahershala Ali, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it.
And he was in Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And he's going to be Blade, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
The kind of TV universe. Well, it kind
it counts. We wanted to count. Yeah.
Same with the lady who was playing his sister.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
She's in Civil War.
Yeah. And it's to say, I forgot her name, but just like I literally just escaped my mind, so I can't. Yeah.
I want to say Viola Davis.
No, it's not. It's not her.
No, she's in Suicide Squad, isn't it?
Yeah.
DC does it as well, because
just say we're bad, just mixing up her actresses that are black, that look similar, you know.
But I know her name, but I've forgotten. But yeah, so it's a known thing at this point. Just recycle actors, you know. There's not enough of them out there anyway, so you know.
It's true. And sometimes you cast a good person in a minor role, and you realize how good they are, and you're like, you know what? They could probably lead their own.
Yeah.
Or they audition for the role, you know, a different role. You're like, you know what? They're the best person for the role, so I guess.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, I got a comic-based question for you.
Okie dokie.
In Future Imperfect,
the
comic book prestige comic book format thing, in 1992, the Hulk. How did the Hulk kill the Maestro?
He took him back in time, innit?
And
left him at the, I want to say, the explosion that made the Hulk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I needed to hear.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cause he did. That part. One of the plan was to put him back in time.
Yeah.
And then, but they teleported him to, as you're saying, the bit where Hulk was saving Rick Jones. Bruce Banner was saving Rick Jones way back in Incredible Hulk 1962.
Yeah.
And he teleported Maestro there, and boom.
He saw his beginning.
Yeah.
Which
was quite a neat idea.
Yeah.
For them to do it, because it, like, at that point, the Maestro kind of ran the future. We didn't know at this point when they written it in 1992.
Yeah.
Didn't know how the Maestro kind of got to the point where he was
evil.
the conqueror of the last remnants of the third nuclear war, whatever it was at that point. It just, all you know is a nuke went off, and then he's like the brutish leader of humanity, of what's left over. Because he's the most powerful. Did you read the more recent story of how he got to power?
No, that's real recent, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I haven't read that yet.
The original Maestro was Hercules, that the Marvel version, the oafish, silly version.
Yeah.
And I think Bruce Hulk was walking around like Smart Hulk, I think.
Yeah.
And they were, to a degree, they're like, I think they were going to attack him or something, and then they're like, no, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
They're like, Maestro, come out, see our new whoever it is, right?
Yeah.
The Hulk wants to speak to you, whatever.
Yeah.
And Hercules comes out. Hercules is the Maestro, being jovial, drunk, and his demigod shenanigans that Marvel Hercules always pulls off.
Yeah.
And he's looking to fight the Hulk just for fun.
Okay.
And at some point, he starts beating up the Hulk.
Yeah.
And the Hulk's like decided, he's down in the dumps, or whatever it is. He's just like, I can't handle the Hercules. I can't do it. And he just basically stalks off.
Yeah.
Because he's not the strongest there was. And then later he comes back. We can join forces, Hercules. Something like that. We can join forces.
Yeah.
We can be together. We can be the strongest. Let me introduce you to my new cohort, which is some gas, whatever, mutant lady.
Yeah.
Smoke. And he basically planned to use Hercules' body as gas form.
Yeah.
And basically kill him. And then he turned on her and said, look, she's just killed your leader. And then he helped them kill her. And then he said, in honor of Hercules, the dead Hercules, I'm going to take the name Maestro. I will be your new leader.
Oh, wow.
And then people in a bit of uproar going, hold a minute. Who decided that you could be the leader of the last remnants of Earth? And then he's like, well, I'm the most powerful one there is. No one can challenge me, right? You want to step up? And then the flaming body of Hercules, they put on a pyre to kind of send him off to the Viking funeral sort of a situation.
Yeah.
Steps away from that fiery whatever it is.
Yeah.
Flaming body coming towards Hulk saying, you betrayed me. And they're like, what? And Hercules, when he died, he made a deal with Hades to come back into his body so he could just deal with the Hulk. And I think the Hulk then dealt with him. The Hulk was getting beaten. And then some of the people that tend to the Hulk's side, double-crossed Hercules. And then, that's how the Maestro became the Maestro.
Okay. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's the origin of the Maestro. But but how Professor Hulk got to the Maestro's future.
Yeah.
Basically, some more rebels, used Dr. Doom's time device to bring Professor Hulk over into the future to fight the Maestro. Funny thing is, Maestro just breaks the Hulk's neck.
Yeah.
And then says, I don't remember this happening to me in my past, so this must be an alternate universe, but I won't kill you.
Yeah.
Because you can rule by my side. And then, of course, that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my question number 6. It's a gaming one, and you probably know the answer to this because I've made reference to this before many times.
Okay.
All right. What is the mission in Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty called?
Which part of the
The
mission?
second part, not the first part where it's a red herring.
The big shell.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Well,
Or the big shell incident, but
was
yeah.
Was it the what was it called? The tanker or
I think it's called the tanker.
the big tanker, or was it just didn't have a really name because it
I
wasn't
think
a
it
proper.
had a real name.
Okay,
I'll
by the way,
check
just
that, but
just so you know,
yeah.
we're on a draw 4-4 at the
snap.
moment, so this could be like, well, unless you answer the rhubarb question, which we'll get back to.
Yeah.
If this ends up as a draw, it'd be quite funny because none of us choose anything. But you liked Metal Gear 2?
I loved it. It's my favorite.
Metal Gear Solid 2, I didn't think it was it had good things, but I think the backstory of it's basically the Solid Snake simulation and it got too similar to Shadow Moses. It wasn't
I got better than
Hey, that
Shadow
was enough.
Moses, man. There was layers upon layers of insanity.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
plot
yeah.
twists.
it's nuts. When the Colonel was actually computer programmed,
Yeah.
started doing fish and mailed, and it was like, whoa, that's crazy stuff.
You're what?
Yeah. That's just nutty stuff right there.
Yeah, it doesn't say the name of the tanker incident. Yeah, we just call it a tanker incident, whatever.
Okay. All right. How many theme songs
Yep.
has Edge had? Now, let me just give you a little caveat here.
Yeah.
Remixes and faster beats and that stuff don't count, right?
Yeah.
So it's legit as long as the lyrics are different,
Yeah.
or if it doesn't have any lyrics, whatever, right? But as long as there's a definitive difference.
Different. Yeah. He's had 3.
No,
What do you mean no?
he's not had just 3 theme songs.
Yeah, he's had You Think You Know Me. Oh no, 4 because we included the Brood.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got 5 here, but if you can give me an argument, name me all of them and give me an argument.
He's got
why the one that
You
I
Think
have.
You Know Me. That
Yeah.
one. Then he had the Brood, we'll say, whatever.
Yeah.
Him and Christian, when it was a tag team, had the same "You Think You Know Me" entrance song.
Yeah, but that one I don't count because it's just a remix of the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's the same song.
Yeah.
And then he had the Rob Zombie down in 95 from Highlander Endgame. And then he had On This Day I See Clearly.
Yeah, but you're forgetting one.
What?
See, I want to give you a chance to get it, but I will say he was in a tag team and he had
Raid RKO.
Yes,
But that doesn't really count.
you know what? That's okay. That's what I was
just
going
a
to say.
splicing of two
Yeah.
stupid.
Well, that's the thing.
two
I had
great
it down
songs.
here, and I was like, as long as you give me an argument,
Yeah.
fair enough. We could say, all right, you know what? I'll let it slide. Even though technically it's different, I'll let you have the point.
Like
because...
I would say, if they had a unique song as a tag team, then I'll say, yeah, that's will class as one of these themes. But because it was just like a lazy, splissy, splicey, hey, on this day, hey, sort of thing. Like, okay, I could have done that. Myself.
Fair enough. I am gonna give it to you because
thank you.
Not only did you sing all these songs,
yeah.
You knew the answers and you sung them. You put effort into actually.
I had conviction on that. You forget, man. I've been an Edge fan since he debuted in 1998.
Just give me the titles. You actually sang the intro and everything.
That's how much I knew. I was confident in my answer.
What did you think of his comeback?
Loved it. Okay. I don't know if you spoke about this before, but there's about I would say 5 or 6 times in wrestling where I've completely mocked out or even borderline cried.
Yeah.
And 2 of them involve Edge.
Okay.
When he retired and when he came back.
Oh, excellent. Yes. They're two. They are 2 genuine moments. That's the thing.
Yeah.
As well, it's like when he was retiring and then he was thanking all these people, and then everyone's getting cheered. And then we mentioned Vicky Guerrero, and was like boos, but he's like, no. See, that's how good she is. I was like, you know what? No, that's a guy trying to give props to his co-worker there.
Yeah,
like it's not in character. This is a genuine trying to thank the lady for her help in his career.
Because I think that's when I sort of like, you know what? That's a good point. If that person can make me hate them, they're doing a really good job, and that kind of changed my my thoughts on like heels and stuff. I was like, yeah, they're doing.
Yeah, that's why we like Jay White.
Yeah, exactly, because he's been such a dick, and it was like he's doing his job right. He's making other people hate him, not me.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's not doing it insufferably. Like, if you have certain backing from the company, like in WWE, for example, you just like they cheat to win. They do all the same stock stuff that everyone else does as a villain.
Yeah.
But Jay White is refreshing in New Japan because he just does it differently than everyone else. You got different heels that do different things. Like Minoru Suzuki is just like murder gram. He'll kill you.
He'll kill you. Yeah. And then kill the person who's trying to resuscitate you.
Yeah, yeah. And the evil is just, I'll take you outside and I'll just cheat my way.
Yeah, evil. God.
Like slightly brutally.
Yeah.
And Jay White's just he's slimy.
He's like how Edge was when he was the equal opportunity, but fit into how they do it in New Japan.
Yeah. Because he can fight his way close to the like 50-50 matchup.
Yeah.
He just chooses not to because he's like, no, these aren't good these odds aren't good enough for me. 50-50, no.
It's like, that's why like Edge worked so well when he was a heel. It's like he could wrestle and get to like become a champion if he wanted to. But if he sees the easy way out or the opportunity to get the one up and shit, he'll take it, you know.
I did like how he was in the Elimination Chamber with the WWE title, got pinned, then he came back in the other one and won that, and then he came up and Raw and say, like Jesus turned water into wine, I turned the WWE title into the World Heavyweight title. Like, you're a joker. It ruined Kofi's moment. Yeah. Like, you know, they basically hung out Kofi to dry. Because Edge attacked him on the way to the chamber, then locked himself in.
And even then, you're like, for his characters, like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That he
But realistically, you probably should have thrown out the match because it's like this guy who's not even part of the match is in the match now.
Yeah. He was like, you know what? If it was real, you're like, okay, we're stopping the show until this guy gets out. So, sorry, guys.
Yeah. But, that's wrestling for you.
Yeah. Lives in some world of rules and logic, which no one will ever understand. Okay, so it's my one next, isn't it? Okay, another gaming question. Okay, what is the name of the final boss in the Virtual Fighter series?
Dural.
Damn it. Yeah, you know it. For some reason, I thought, because not many people remember Virtual Fighter, you wouldn't know.
Virtual Fighter 1, that is, yep.
Yeah, it's the same boss in all the games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I knew she was the end boss in Virtual Fighter 1. But I didn't know that she was still the same boss in all the other Virtual Fighters.
Because there's no real story in Virtual Fighter.
Oh, really? It's not a tournament or anything like that?
I tried, like... Sometimes I get bored. I go Wikipedia and try and, like, research games, like fighting games, the backstory.
Yeah.
Virtual Fighter, each game's like a paragraph like, these fighters just have a fight.
Okay.
Literally, that's it. You're like, oh. Okay, I guess. Great.
And she's the final boss in every single one of the games.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a
weird.
I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day.
It is what it is. And they got 5 games out of it.
And there's no actual story you're telling me.
No, there's like little things like Sarah and Jackie are brother and sister.
Yeah.
And somehow she's like an assassin, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and that's about really it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, I was always more of a Tekken fan myself.
Oh, same.
Not that Virtual Fighter wasn't.
No, it's good.
You know what? So what it was, right, is after playing Street Fighter and you hold back to block.
Yeah.
Virtual Fighter has a block button.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't get used to. But same with Mortal Kombat. It's like it's a bit odd to have to press a button to block after you're so used to pressing just holding back.
Yeah.
Not only that, but Virtual Fighter had a punch and a kick button.
Yeah.
Whereas Tekken had 2 punch buttons and 2 kick buttons. And
left punch, right punch, left kick, right kick.
Exactly, yeah. Tekken 1, it wasn't like that. But in Tekken 2, they modified the buttons to be those. And it just gave you more options for moves.
Yeah.
I did like Fighting Vipers, though. Did you ever play that?
Yeah, Fighting Vipers was awesome, man. I love that game.
Fighters Mega Mix as well.
That's one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Fighting Mega Mix.
where they
Underrated.
it was Fine Vipers and Virtual Fire and anything else
Other
was in
random
there?
Sega stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it no? Hold on. What? Who? Bloody Raw. Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
What? Who did that?
I think it started off as a random company. I think near the end, either Bandai or Namco published it before them two joined, but I can't remember.
But it's not a Sega game.
No, it's not a Sega thing. No.
Oh, okay. For some
Yeah.
reason, I thought they were in Fighters Mega Mix as well, but I might have probably got mixed
Yeah.
up because too
I
many
think it came
genres.
about a couple of years later.
All right.
Remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what. Yeah. So I'll
Right.
do one last question,
Okay,
and then we've got to get back to the rhubarb one, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. What shall I have for you? What do I have for you? Okay. No. Okay. How hard do you want your question?
I'm going all in and go hard. Do it hard.
Super
Hard
hard.
one. Yeah. Go for
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh, damn it. All right. Okay, but you're not gonna. Okay, I'll do it, but you're not gonna get it, right?
It's alright.
I don't think you're gonna get it. Okay.
Alright.
All right. So give me the TV edit version of this line, which means obviously it's non-swearing.
Yeah.
It's a Samuel L. Jackson line.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough is enough. I've had it with these blank on this blank. Yeah.
I've had it with these flipping snakes on this mother fudging plane.
Oh, you know what? That's actually pretty close, but it's not.
Cause I know it's close. So I heard this the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mother
yeah, but-
flipping.
You're actually pretty close, but it's enough is enough. I've had it with these monkey fighting snakes on
That's
this Monday to
it.
Friday plane.
That's it.
Oh yeah. So on YouTube, they've got this YouTube TV edit version.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've got someone's cut all the swear words out of snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
And just posted them up.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've got this left turn this money fueler left.
Wow.
When the big plane's about to crash. And they got this other one where this made no sense because they basically just changed stuff like the F words to freak and
Yeah.
stuff like that. The standard changes, but then these really odd ones that stand out. But so the plane's about to crash, like it's got all the snakes on it, and something's going to happen, and the pilot's about to explain how the train, if we don't do something, the plane is just going to go down.
Yeah.
And he goes, this plane is going to go down faster than a Thai princess. Like, what?
What? Yeah. Huh?
I was like, even if to match, he originally said the plane's going to go down faster than a Thai hooker.
Yeah. Which makes
sense, right?
Yeah.
But a Thai princess, do they not like princesses in Thailand? What's wrong with,
Yeah, it makes no
logically
sense
speaking,
whatsoever.
someone I saw in the comments, actually, it's pretty funny, but someone said you could put it, this plane will go faster than a TIE fighter. As a
Yeah, if
Star
they
Wars
said
reference.
that, would have made
Yeah.
much more sense.
Yeah.
But
And I was like,
Thai
yeah,
princesses? Are they known for falling down really quickly?
but TIE fighters.
The Thai princesses, you know what I mean? Are they known for going...
Yeah. At least in TIE fighters, you can say, they got shot down by the rebels, and it makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
thinking, because you have to match the mouth, it'd actually be, you could do, this plane goes down faster than a skydiver. A skydiver will go down fast.
Yeah, and that makes logical sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just like, but it's quite funny how I think they got the actual people like Samuel Jackson to dub him his own self in the TV
Yeah.
edit versions.
Rather
Because
than
the guy whoever's doing it, whether it's Samuel Jackson or not, has the same cadence and oomph as the Samuel Jackson delivery,
Yeah.
but they're like, well, clearly this airline does not work the weekends, and if it's only Monday to Friday.
Yeah. It makes...
Okay.
That's a great film, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, very enjoyable film.
Yeah, product of its time, but yeah.
So here we are as a draw right now, 5-5.
Okay.
But you still gotta answer the who never rub another man's rhubarb, and that might give you the one up.
Rhubarb. Right, a little hint. Is it a recent comic book movie?
No. No. I was going to say, how do you define recent? But then I guess in the length of when we look at it back to that point,
Yeah.
it's definitely not recent. Not within the last 10 years, last 15.
All right. I know saying it, but I'm gonna just go for it because it kind of might be what I'm talking about. Batman Returns.
No, you missed it. You missed it by one movie.
Oh, was it Batman 1989?
Yes, the Joker said it.
Oh, that's why. I was watching something about the other day. That's why I know I saw it.
I can't remember. I was having a conversation with someone, and I just I bust it out for fun.
Yeah,
and they looked at me like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" And I was like, but it did take the turn that you think it's innuendo.
Yeah,
but it's not innuendo.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Subtle innuendo.
Yeah. It is what it is, except that it's not. I was like, Nicholson, you are a joker. What the lines, the stuff that you're busting out with, man.
I hope he made that up rather than someone wrote it. That'd be even better.
I could believe it. I could 100% believe that the antics that his Joker got up to.
Yeah.
Coming up with a line like that just out of the fly. I mean, who's going to stop him at that point? He's Jack Nicholson, high of his power ish.
Yeah, exactly. Never touch another man's rhubarb.
Yeah. Never rub another man's rhubarb. It was even worse than touch.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Rather sexual.
But he was like, all that crazy stuff where they were doing the bit where they were trashing the museum and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the statues like got the wings spread of the person with the ballet.
Yeah.
And he starts balancing on that, and he swings his arm and knocks it over the priceless artifact. And then the bit later on where this line comes in, and he's exiting Vicky Vale's house, and he does a big fart when he leaves. Like he farts himself away. I'm like,
wow, yeah, like cocaine, eh? You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. He comes off as like a crazy nutter, right?
Yeah.
But then he stuff like this, and you're like, he's wacky.
Yeah.
He's ludicrous.
He's insane.
Exactly. Okay.
All right, so you've won another one. Great.
Yeah. So with this, I say we're calling it a draw because it legit is a draw.
Yeah.
So we didn't get us out of the movies that we would have chosen for this. I'm gonna have to do something else. Maybe another round of this or something. We'll figure out something.
Sudden death or something.
But that's I guess maybe we'll just do instead like another episode of this closer than we expected because we want to get those films out or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Get some lead time on the films that we have to watch before we actually have to execute the episode.
Yeah. So in the next episode,
I know maybe a back-to-back one or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
back to one something.
Let's look at the schedule.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Okay, so that's our talking trivia and talking points episode done for today.
Yes. It was an epic battle where we fought to a standstill.
Yeah.
No one was the victor. So yeah.
Yep. Both hands held up at the end of the match. Time limit draw, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna have a fight in like an abandoned building with no referee, so no one actually wins.
Just whoever leave the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
The Mad Max version of the Thunderdome, anyways.
Oh no, WWE one.
All right. So when I say I'll meet you at the Thunderdome, I'm in this cage with all the weapons, and you're in this wrestling room with all those cameras.
Yeah, man.
We're like, where's the other person?
I would win, to be fair though, because you're probably gonna need like a tetanus shot if you go to the Mad Max.
Not only that, but you've got witnesses to say that I never showed up, and
exactly. So I've won.
And I'm in this cage by myself, going, "What? What?
Hello? Anyone here?"
Just like how Eric Bischoff won against Vince McMahon back in Monday Night Wars.
Stupid angle, yeah.
That's quite funny though.
It was
because Hogan basically said to Bischoff, "Are you sure? Because if he comes, he'll probably beat you up."
Yeah.
Bischoff's like, "Nah, he won't. He won't come. He won't come.
He's got better things to do." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, great stuff. Okay,
Cool.
so that's us signing off for today.
Yep.
Thanks for taking the trip. I was waiting for you to give the tagline, but
I was. All right.
okay,
yeah.
go. You go.
So I'll do the usuals, follow us on our social medias if you got any questions, suggestions, or even if you want to throw us out some questions that we can answer, we will do it, in our future quizzes or whatever. And I have been the rated R superstar Kyle, and he has been
the big bad booty daddy, CY Chung.
And thank you for taking a trip around the multiverse with us. Fat asses.